You know I had to dust off the old jacket because it is episode 50 of Inside 300. I'm your host, Brian Perry, and for the 50th time, let's get you caught up on everything you need to know about Disney parks in just 300 seconds. One of Disneyland's native cats was caught napping within Galaxy's Edge while guests strolled on by to board Rise of the Resistance. Disneyland Cats have been a part of the park's history since its creation in 1955, when Walt Disney decided that there should be an attraction inside of the park's most prominent icon, Sleeping Beauty Castle. He brought Imagineers into the castle to begin the planning process for what eventually would become Sleeping Beauty's castle walkthrough. He was surprisingly greeted by a number of feral cats that had set up home for themselves inside the shell of a building. Eventually, the team decided to utilize the felines to the park's advantage for pest control. The relationship between the company and the cats today is stronger than ever, with cast members filling feeding stations found throughout the property, along with providing medical treatment if necessary. No word on if the cats have decided to unionize yet, as not one feline has responded to me for comment.
For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails and stay clear of the doors. The monorail will depart momentarily for Epcot.
A real sad story regarding one of the most iconic voices within Disney parks and productions, someone we all love to hear. His name is Tom Kane, and he has voiced the Disney World monorail system since 2012, along with narrating Happily Ever After, and he's been forced into retirement due to a stroke he suffered at the end of 2020. His daughter Sam shared this statement on the actor's Facebook page. "Because of this stroke, my dad has been forced into early retirement. The damage to his speech center is just too severe. He cannot read well, nor get out the words he wants, which is sort of required for voice acting. He has what's called apraxia, which means he has difficulty moving smoothly from one sound, syllable, or word to another." Along with hearing his voice in Disney parks, some of Kane's most prominent roles include the narrator in both Star Wars: The Clone Wars and the new Star Wars: The Bad Batch. He also played Yoda in a number of Lucasfilm's projects, Admiral Akbar in The Last Jedi, and the Professor from the Powerpuff Girls. Here's wishing him well in the near future. To celebrate the 50th episode of Inside 300, we're excited to announce our brand new show coming to Inside the Magic. 50 for 50, Walt Disney World's top 50 attractions of all time. Tune in right after the start of Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary in October, when we'll begin our countdown with attractions 50 through 46. Hear from Disney cast members old and new as we weave our way down towards the greatest attraction in Walt Disney World history, all while taking rides on every single one. If they're still operating, that is. ITM's 50 for 50 launches this October with the 50 greatest attractions in resort history, everything from Space Mountain to the People Mover, the brand new Remy's Ratatouille Adventure to Toy Story Mania, and even some classics, like the Great Movie Ride to Alien Encounter. Be sure to let us know which ride you believe should sit atop the list as we get closer to the premiere. Scary stuff over in China and Disney's newest international property, Shanghai Disney Resort. The company announced that the theme park and Disney Town areas would be shutting down for at least 2 days as Typhoon Chantu is currently making landfall in the city. The severity of the storm is so strong that all flights, train, and boat service has been suspended. Schools were also shut down as meteorologists predict more than 12 inches of rainfall. Guests with tickets for the 2 days of the closure can exchange them for another day or receive a refund. Interestingly, the 2 resort hotels will remain open. The park recently turned 5 years old this summer. Space 220 opens in less than a week at Epcot. The new dining experience transports guests 220 miles above the Earth's surface for a truly out-of-this-world dining experience. Despite being located within a Disney park, the restaurant is managed by a third party, the Patina Group. The company recently launched a new website for Space 220 and features our very first concept art depicting the outside of the space elevator. Now, once again, just to be clear, I know a lot of people saw Jeff Bezos go to space and they think they can too. This does not actually bring you to space. Okay, this is where we use our imagination. Space 220 opens on, you guessed it, the 20th of September. finally, some great news as YeHaa Bob will be returning to Disney's Port Orleans next month. The beloved performer was part of the COVID-19 layoffs after 23 years at Walt Disney World, but makes his highly anticipated return behind the piano in exactly 1 month. Great stuff. That's it for episode 50 of Inside 300. Thanks so much for joining us. Throughout this entire journey, we're excited to bring you the next 50 episodes, including our brand new show, 50 for 50, that launches in October. If you like what you saw, be sure to click that bell icon. This way you can subscribe and be notified every time we come to you with brand new content. I'm your host, Brian Perry, and I will see you for the next 50.
Goodbye.